Once upon a time, Noel was one of the leaders. He helped us in the struggle against the chaos. When the Order took the reins of power, he went underground, but he didn't disappear. He worked from the shadows to help keep the peace.
If the prophecy in the Oracle Drive is true, then maybe I should have died. That would be the best if it brings out the best possible future for everyone.
I'm not so sure about that. The moment you die, you'll have failed in your mission as Savior. And that, in turn, means you could not save Noel's soul. What would happen to him then?
You're saying those images in the Oracle Drive weren't real? Those scenes where everyone looked so happy and safe? They were no more than just a pretty fake.
They were just pictures. There's no way to see into the hearts of the people you saw in them.
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
If you're in the market for something dependable, then you need our shop. Welcome to the... Thanks for dropping in.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. The Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself the Savior. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security
I got
officer.
fireworks from that chocobo lady!
Champion's Quarter, where blood flows and the crowds roar. Here man and monster bet their lives to entertain the masses. A bit of violence and aggression. And lately it's only been getting worse. Seems there have been more and more deaths.
What do you think you're playing at, selling that poison? Make me stronger? It almost killed me.
I did warn you that the use of my concoctions is not without risk. In short, you were warned.
Not without risk? You're a crook and a charlatan, you hear me? Huh? I'm done with this place.
Did you really sell poison to that man?
Of course not. It was a fortifying brew with centuries of alchemic theory behind it. I assure you, sadly, it appeared to disagree with that gentleman's liver.
You're an alchemist, right? Don't you people claim to be able to turn lead into gold or something?
That is an unfortunate stereotype, all too common. Alchemist, the search for ultimate truth is the core of our...
Mysteries of the physical and spiritual worlds? The ultimate truth? Sounds ambitious.
It is. We perform experiments, observe phenomena, and analyze ancient records. Then unfortunately, it is also capital intensive. The experiment...
Right. That explains the snake oil racket you have going on here.
This location certainly has proven beneficial to my research. Bounty hunters congregate in the area, and as you no doubt know, theirs is a dangerous profession. They are desperate for anything that might give them an edge, and that includes untested potions.
Untested? Does that mean you're using those poor dupes as test subjects for your latest concoctions?
They all signed the waivers. Perhaps you'd care to join my project. Well, you'd make a fine test subject. I have made a new secret potion that needs testing, but all of my regulars have refused to volunteer. You see, I've tried mixing two kinds of highly potent poisons. My theory is 2 wrongs will make a right, and the blend will have a beneficial effect. Oh dear, you are carrying a lot of things, aren't you? Maybe... Do come again. I'm confident that my new potion is...
All right, I'm game. What do you expect it to do exactly?
It will lift your spirits, invigorate your soul, and protect you from hexes and ailments. Then this potion will be
So I'm supposed to drink it during a battle?
Yes, that would be the perfect time. Please note that my potions are provided without warranty. Side effects may include dementia, gangrene, sudden death, and hair loss. Good luck.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
This is not the hour for
Citizens
challengers,
are
I'm
asked to
afraid.
report persons
Come back
matching
later
this
when the...
description to the nearest security officer. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Like this?
Come in and transform yourself, eh?
Are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair. And is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Finest quality here in our drinks and our women.
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder.
Hello and
calling
welcome.
herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I'm not gonna make you give back what you stole. It belongs to you anyway. Did you notice?
Huh? What is it? A letter? And it's addressed to me? Oh yeah? Huh. It's from my old man. What am I supposed to do with this?
Why are you asking me? It's yours now. Throw it away for all I care.
Damn right I'll throw it away. And I don't need your permission either.
Listen, I'm not gonna pretend I understand. It must be hard for you. Losing your parents. than being trapped in a child's body for centuries and centuries all alone.
That's right. You can't understand. No one can.
Let me tell you something. I lost my parents, but it wasn't the same. I still had my sister. I wasn't left all on my own. I was luckier than you.
So, your parents are dead too?
Yeah, it happened a long time ago, but I remember being really angry. People pitied me, treated me like a helpless child. I couldn't stand it. So, I pushed people away and built walls around me, but I still had my sister. She understood me.
It's not fair. I didn't have anyone. I was left all alone.
I know. If it were me, I couldn't have done what you did. You're a lot stronger than I am. You've done an amazing thing, going through that and surviving all these years. You should be proud of yourself.
I should? I've never felt proud about anything. But when you put it like that, maybe I should be proud.
Everywhere.
You have come, Savior, as it was seen. This is your fate, and you must follow it.
The Savior. She has rose-colored hair. and
You
is
have
carrying
come,
an
Savior.
enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report. Persons matching this
This
description
is your
to the
fate,
nearest security
and you
officer.
must follow it. You have come, Savior.
She's looking right at me. Right.
Only the finest quality here in our drinks and our
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report person with rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
Wanna swap outfits with me? Like a look.
If you don't break past these guards, you...
guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
I've experienced delicacies from far and wide. I have plenty.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has
Welcome
rose-colored
to the
hair and
Thanks for dropping in.
enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Nothing but the best.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Fireworks are beautiful.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Sit down! Till next time.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Got this. Stop him!
It seems you need to create as much confusion as possible. Get rid of those guards.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons
Enjoy an
matching
evening
this
of
description
elegance
to the
and
nearest
relax.
security officer.
Please do come again.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons
There's a
matching this
chocobo
description
girl in
to
the main
nearest
market of the
security
Glutton's
officer.
Quarter. Are they advertising?
I love the fresh morning air. You must be a tourist. Have fun.
We have the most My fine lady. It has been a pleasure.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Delicious sweets for all tastes here.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and
Done
is
this so
carrying an
often.
enormous weapon.
Everyone's just coasting.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Maybe this script needs a rewrite.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the... Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the
We're gonna need the help of someone at the theater for
She
this
has
new plan of
rose-colored
ours to
hair
work.
and is carrying an enormous
Before you
weapon.
leave, at least try
Citizens are
finding
asked
someone in
report
charge to
persons
talk to.
matching this description
The
to
man in
nearest
charge is a
security
famous
officer.
director. Sarzak's his name.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Only the finest quality here in our drinks and our women.
I haven't been robbed recently.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching the description to the nearest 11 a.m. The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to welcome all new visitors to the city. The banquet of the Lord in the Glutton's Quarter is now open
Welcome.
and serving brunch. Be sure to drop by and enjoy the spectacular views and some of the best food in the city. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons. Matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Anyone have any recommendations?
I gave the letter to Pickett, although I guess it's more accurate to say he stole it off me.
He did? But you know what? It might be the last thing he steals. I saw him just a little while. He seemed proud, holding his head high. Why, he reminded me of his father. I think you did the right thing, helping that child.
Maybe you shouldn't call him that. Child, I mean. He seems more mature than other kids. If you treated him more like the young man that he's become, he might listen to you.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Of course. The next time I see little Pickett, I shall address him not as a child of my dear friend, but as a man in his own right. Thank you so much for all your help.
they're asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security wall.
Is this real? What?
Monsters!
This way, ladies, and all you gentlemen.
Stop them! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I can tell you're pretty upset. Want to tell me about it?
What good would that do? You can't teach me how to...
You forgot how to sing?
My voice is just gone. I can't hold a note anymore.
Are you sure you're not sick or something?
My heart may be. The cruel bastard, he left me.
And you think he took your voice with him?
You don't understand what it is to perform, do you? He's written all my best hits. We were an unbeatable partner. But then he up and left, leaving nothing but his... I tried to sing them, but I'm so angry at him, I just can't get the words out.
So you're not heartbroken, just angry?
I don't expect you to understand.
You're right about that. I don't understand at all.
Wait a second. Would you be willing to go and find him for me? I'll make it worth your while. My word is good, I promise.
Why are you asking me?
Because there's no danger he'd fall for you and forget about me.
Don't hate me if he does fall for me.
If he does, I'll hunt you down, tear your hair out, and claw your eyes. Do I make myself clear? Anyway, his name is Birdie. He's the kindest, most gentle man in the whole city. He should be easy to find in a sea of undesirable men.
That's really not much of a lead, but I'm willing to help you out.
What prompted you to take on such a strange job?
I don't know. I think this city must be getting to me.
I checked my files on this Olga woman. She's a prickly character to be sure, but apparently...
Hey, why are you running from me? I just want to talk.
I don't know any Olga.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out you know her. Do you know anything else about her? Like, where her missing lover is?
Oh, I can't keep this secret for any longer. I just can't.
Is this your idea of a joke?
No, it's true, I swear. My name is Birdie. You know, the song. I promised her my undying love, but now I don't dare face her. I unwittingly lost the 354th song I wrote.
Wait a minute. Did you say 354?
Well, you know, I had a few cents.
You didn't run out of ideas?
Ideas come easy. I picture my Olga, and the melodies just come to me fully.
Huh. Better to be lucky than good, I guess.
But a dark cloud has blotted out the sun of our radiant love, in the form of a frightful monster that suddenly attacked me and stole that song away. Which, incidentally, brings me to the favor I want to ask. I'm sure you can guess what it is.
Why don't you spell it out for me, just to be sure?
Well, I was thinking that you could get my music back from that, monster. I'd give you a reward. Please?
You and Olga. Neither of you mind asking strangers for favors, do you?
Haven't you already found a satchel with music in it?
Right. And now we know who it belongs to. The songwriter boyfriend, Birdie.
Thank you! I can finally return to Olga and present her with my new song.
Where have you you been all this time? Don't you realize that people were actually worried?
Olga, my love, be still my beating heart to hear your dulcet tones again. It's a dream come true.
Oh, it was very clever of me to ask for your help. Thank you for bringing Birdie back safe and sound. We artists are cursed with sensitive souls and our hearts are easily broken.
So that's how you treat sensitive souls, huh?
If you're talking about the way I speak to Birdie, everything I say comes... In any case, I owe you a favor. Olga shall sing for you. It's your favorite song, or so I've...
How would you know my favorite song?
It's not a bad song, it has its moments, but it doesn't compare to the sublime melodies that...
Is he really as good as you say he is?
Absolutely. Of course, I'd never tell him that. Now I have a song to sing for an audience of one. I hope you feel grateful. This is a very, very rare treat, you know. Normally I only sing...
Thanks, but tell me one thing. How do you know my favorite song? Who did you talk to find out?
A young girl called herself Lumina. Now, Evans, if you would...
Yeah, that's right. It's always been her favorite.
I wonder if she can hear it, wherever she is.
I haven't been brought... recently.
This is your fate, and you have come. This is your fate.
Short on gear?
Well, I had plans for a date, and then the guy I really liked...
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair. and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Who are you? The palace...
For this new plan of ours to work. Before you leave, at least try finding someone in charge to talk to. The man in charge is a famous director. Sarzak's his name. For this new plan of ours to work. Before you leave, at least try finding someone in charge to talk to.
Thank you for coming.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Good evening. It's now 5 p.m. and the nightly festivities are about to kick off. The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to take this opportunity to welcome all new visitors to the city. Remember, the only crime in Yusnan is not having fun. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Restaurants are opening their doors.
The last remaining bells.
For the intruder calling herself Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security office. This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of the woman calling herself the savior. She is armed.
Monster! Stop!
She is armed and considered extreme. Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the savior. She has rose-colored hair and is
Can you
carrying
play
an
that again
enormous
for me?
weapon.
Oh, hey!
Citizens are
Your
asked to
name isn't
report
Light.
persons
And just how did you know
matching
that?
the description to the
Oh,
nearest
well,
security
the girl in
officer.
black told me. She said that if I played this song, a lady called Lightning would show up.
Lumina.
That's it, Lumina. She's the one who showed me how to play the song. So, do you know it?
Sure, I've heard it before. So why don't you play me the rest of it now? What's so funny?
That's exactly what Lumina said you'd say. She said that if I played the first bit, you'd come over to talk to me, and then you'd be sure to ask me to play the rest.
I'm guessing now I have to do something to hear the rest, right?
Yep. Lumina said if you want to hear the whole song, you're gonna have to find the musical treasure spheres. I've got a key that's supposed to open them all.
Sorry, I'm trying to avoid...
Okay.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Houston branch of the Order of Salvation.
Why don't you take a look at my
Warrant
wrist?
has been issued. The savior. She is armed and considered extremely dangerous for the intruder calling.
Are you enjoying your time in Chocobo? It's time to tell. What are the magic words?
I don't have a choice, do I? Meow, meow, choco chow.
Eee! That was adorable. Here, this is for you.
You managed to get the fireworks light. It was quite the achievement.
What? Is something amusing you?
Do you know the magic words?
Meow, meow, choco chow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Silly me. I knew I'd forget to tell you something.
Ugh.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the savior. She has rose-colored
This
hair
area
and
is
is
kept in-
carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
When night falls,
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
When the end comes, let's all have fun.
the lights are beautiful.
guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Huh? You an actor? If you need something, you better talk to Sarzak, the director. He's in charge of everything.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
The statue by the stage is of our god, Benevelza.
What is that I smell?
I wonder what tonight's special feature will be. The director adds a surprise to I will be able to dance at the ball.
Good morning.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
We're all waiting patiently for tonight's play to begin.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons
We're gonna need the help of someone
to the
at the
nearest
theater for
security
this new plan of
officer.
ours to work. Before you leave, at least try finding someone in charge to talk to. The man in charge is a famous director. Sarzak's his
Palace
name.
guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an...
You must be in charge around here.
And just who might you be?
Just someone who wants tonight's show to go down in history. Doubling or tripling the fireworks should do the trick. Enough to scare the patron out of his den.
Did you escape from some mental hospital?
I'm just an old friend of the patron's. He never shows his face, so I worry. He's not the type for flowers, so I thought I'd send him a good show instead.
3 times the fireworks? That would cause one hell of a stir.
Yeah. This city could use a good stirring. If not at the end of the world, then when? Not much point playing by the rules now.
I like your style, lady. And you're not wrong by any means. Half of Yusnan's already sunk under that wretched cloud we call chaos.
Let me get the fireworks. I'll make sure we have more than enough. But it's gotta be today.
Hell, let's do it. But this conversation never happened, capiche? If you need help with the fireworks, the stagehands can help you out. I'll make a couple of revisions to the script. This'll be a show they'll never forget!
If you want to know about fireworks, I guess you should talk to an expert. I suggest that you go and find the pyrotechnician's crew chief.
Nightly festivities are
He should be over by the statue.
The
That's where they launch some of the fireworks.
encourages visitors to visit all the attractions our city has to offer. Thrills, thrills,
where are you?
light, and magic. Our city has it all. We order you to
Hey,
enjoy
what's
yourself.
up?
Change of plans. We're upping the amount of fireworks in the finale. At least double, maybe triple the number.
And why is this the first time hearing of it? Let me guess. It's that blasted director's idea, isn't it? Folks can call him a genius all they want, but that doesn't mean I'm a miracle worker. But I suppose complaining to you won't help the situation. You're one of his assistants, right? Then you know what I'm talking about. You're probably feeling the blunt of his capricious behavior as much as I am.
Then help me. Can you add more fireworks to the show?
I want to say no, but even if it is impossible, I'll still have to do it. That's my job, after all. All right, I'll do it. But I warn you, it'll be anything but half-assed. But you're gonna have to help me out. I'm out of gunpowder, so I can't make any more fireworks here. There are pyrotechnicians all over town who launch fireworks to mark the hour. You know that, right? Here, I'll write you a note. Show this to any pyrotechnicians you meet. I'll give you what they can spare, but you're gonna have to move fast to get them all. By the way, my pyrotechnician buddies aren't the only source of fireworks. Buy some, haggle for some, do whatever you need to do if it gets us the firepower we need. We just have to be sure that we have enough. Everything else will work itself out.
You got the boss on your side. You're gonna need a lot of fireworks to bring down that set, though. Go and gather up all the firepower you can find.
Is it just my imagination, or are you looking forward to this just a little too much?
Perhaps the chaos is getting to me. But don't worry, I haven't lost sight of the... Big picture. We're doing this so that you can reach snow inside the palace. Let's hurry. You'll have to get... as many fireworks as you can in the little time you have. If you aren't back with them in time for the show, our plan will have failed. Hurry and collect the fireworks. Once you've got all the fireworks you need, come back here and report to the boss.
Search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair. The order is to enjoy yourself. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
This way, ladies. And
Citizens are asked
hello
to
and
report
welcome.
persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
Oh, you'll be back. You don't want to get involved.
This is where we set up. What are you doing? It's dangerous around here.
The boss sent me. We're mixing up the plans for tonight's show, so I'm collecting fireworks for him. Here, these are his instructions.
A change of plans? It sure does look like the boss is writing. Fine, take them all. Or nearly all. I'll just keep a few around to ignite, right? Those fiery blooms in the night sky are like smoke signals. That's how we let the boss know we're on the job. See that? That means all good. You're going to need to get more fireworks from the others too, right? When the time comes, the fireworks are... Each site sets off their fireworks at a different time. So you should think carefully about...
You did it. Now you just need to keep on going at this pace.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling... herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and
Don't
is carrying
surprise me
an
like
enormous
that.
weapon.
I'm tense because it's
Citizens are
almost time to
asked
set off the
report
fireworks.
persons matching
Please
this
don't sneak up on
description to
me.
the nearest security
Tonight's launch is
officer.
canceled. The boss is having me gather up all the fireworks.
Is that right? Oh, I may work as a pyrotechnician, but I just can't stand the actual... I can barely hold the match. I shake so much. Here, just take them. I'll use what's left to signal the boss. Let him know I... You better set out soon if you hadn't got...
You still need more fireworks. We've gotta hurry.
Against monsters from the chaos.
Oh, are you one of the challengers competing tonight? Since you're a new face to me, I'm gonna start by
That would be good.
Here, challengers may take on monsters in a fight. The battles will not be over quickly. It would be wise to clear your schedule before
I'm sure it won't take too long.
You're confident. If you can fight as strongly as you speak, but lose, and you will receive. Instead, you will give your time and you will give your pride to the crowds who will ridicule.
I appreciate your concern, but forgive me.
No one ever comes expecting to. You will find out soon enough. Are you going to enter the tournament? Stage fright. Are you going to enter the tournament? The curtain is about to go.
Как не вовремя сели батарейки. Ладно, окей. Хорошо, что паузу можно поставить на клавиатуре. Повезло.
No way!
Check it out, fans! Lightning looks death in the eye and stares it down. She wins the fight! We've got a champion in the making!
That was a fine performance indeed. I'd welcome a star like you any night.
Did you lose the potion? How can...
So I'm supposed to drink it?
Yes, that would be the... Please note that my potion...
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
Robbed recently.
Hello and welcome. Oh, you'll be back.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description for the intruder.
Welcome to the glittering city.
That should be plenty of fireworks. Now we just need to make sure you're on the stage when it lifts into the air.
And when it goes off, I jump on for a free ride.
No, it'll be too late by then. You'll have to be on the stage already.
On stage? As what? A piece of scenery?
You'll just have to find a part to play in the finale.
What? No. I can't possibly.
It's not a question of can or can't.
Some things in life you just do. Right.
Exactly. Now, go and deliver the fireworks to the boss. We'll figure out the rest later. The fireworks boss is at the launch site near the Statue of God. First, you need to deliver the fireworks to him. After that, you can talk to the director about getting a part in the show.
I brought the fireworks. Will this do?
I thank you for... What's this?
We want to make this a show people will never forget.
Is this another one of the director's wacky ideas? All right, I'm game. It's gonna be dangerous with all these fireworks going. If you're really serious about doing this, it'll have to be done carefully. I'm not here to make sure that director of yours...
I think the boss has guessed what you're up to. He knows his fireworks and what they can do.
But then, why doesn't he try to stop me? I guess he thinks it's still all the director's idea. He seems to trust him.
We'll be okay as long as he keeps thinking that. I really think you can pull this off.
Maybe, maybe not. But I've still got to memorize the lines and the rest.
Don't worry. Leave it to me. I'll direct you through the moves and feed you your lines.
Thanks. Lead on, Puppet Master.
Well...
Okay, it's all ready to go. The fireworks are in place.
Fantastic! We're going to light up the stage like never before. We'll give you exactly what you want. A show that no one is ever going to forget. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if we bring down the whole set in the finale.
I wonder if your actors know how flimsy your setup is. Don't you think they'd want to know about it?
And just what are you hinting at? You're not seriously threatening to blab to the cast and let them in on our secret, are you?
I'm just concerned for your star, that's all. I mean, what if she gets hit by the fireworks and thrown off the stage? You need someone who knows the risks and how to handle themselves.
Maybe. Who's going to replace her on such short notice?
You're looking at her.
Huh? You want to get on the stage? So, this was your plan all along. All these extra pyrotechnics, they're for your own grand debut. You've got chutzpah to spare, I'll give you that. If you aren't the perfect person to play the Savior, I don't know who is. Hell, I'm thinking maybe we should put you up there.
Good. Then it's settled.
Wait. There's just one condition. If you're going to go on stage, you'll need a proper ensemble. No one's going to believe you're the Savior dressed like that.
I'll just wear the costume the actor usually wears.
No, out of the question. It would never fit. And besides, the look is completely wrong for you. Look, I can't let you on my stage if you don't have an outfit to wear for the role. I'll leave it to you to find one. Now, go buy something that'll work. Or you can go with the other option. You could win it.
Win it? What do you mean?
The Slaughterhouse. Right now, the grand prize is an outfit that'll be perfect for your debut. It was made for you. Join the tournament and win that dress. Now that will be your real audition. You say you can handle yourself on stage no matter how dangerous? Then prove it. Win that tournament. Go on, clock's ticking. Enter the Slaughterhouse tournament and win the perfect costume for the Savior. If you can do that, you pass the audition. Then you can stand on stage as the star of tonight's grand finale.
So the director wants you to win at the arena to be in his play. How about that? That doesn't sound very difficult for you.
Easy for you to say.
Either way, you've got to make it back in time for the finale. If you don't, the show will have to be canceled. So hurry up and win those fights.
Now, where could they have all gone?
Light, head to the arena and get yourself a costume. If you don't hurry, you might not make today's finale.
Guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. For the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. For the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security.
I'm looking forward to hearing all about my experimental potion.
What brave challenger will face?
Excuse me, I'm here to sign up for the tournament. I was sent to get the dress that's being offered as a prize.
I've already heard the story from Sarzak. So you wish to tread the boards in the role of Savior? Let me share a little something with you. That is not a part for the half-hearted. You need to be committed.
Oh, don't worry. I know that better than anyone.
As the Savior, you should fear no enemy, not if it stands to harm the people of this world that are yours to protect. Show me if your heart is truly strong enough. Show me in the slaughterhouse.
I've never shied away from a fight. I'll take that challenge.
I know that you seem to have confidence in your strength, but do you have it in your skill? I want no rough hacking and clump. After all, that garb is one that I made myself.
You'll have no complaints. So tell me.
Why don't you show me if you can win in tonight's special match? Don't disappoint me. You'll have to show my audience a bit. Go on. I'll see that you have a good burial if you die. Trust me.
Bloodsport fans, are you ready? It's battle time! Give a warm slaughterhouse welcome to our next challenger! Here she is! Come on, show her some love! It's the challenger, Lightning! Here goes! It's fighting time!
Хочу костюм сменить, который более подходит под, скажем так, битвы на арене Клауда и Сильма финалки.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder.
You'll have to show me in a real. Show my audience. Go on. I'll see that you.
An enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description.
Bloodsport fans, are you ready? It's battle time! Give a warm slaughterhouse welcome to our next challenger! Here she is! Come on, show her some love! It's the challenger, Lightning! Here goes! It's fighting time!
Intruder calling herself.
Check it out, fans! Lightning looks death in the eye and stares it down. She wins the fight! We've got a champion in the making!
So you made it through the first round. I suppose I should expect that from a novice actress.
Light, you only have to make it through 2 more battles. Be sure you're ready.
The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to remind visitors that a piano performance and fountain show is currently being held in the Revelers
We know how to
Quarter.
take good care
Don't
of it.
miss this signature youth-non event.
We'll be waiting.
It is time for the second round. Go
Guards are
on.
conducting
I'll see
a
that you
search
have
for
a
the
good
intruder
barrier.
calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an It's another night of monster mayhem!
Bloodsport fans, you wanna see a fight? Give it up for our challenger, Lightning! Show us what you got! Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! The savior of the slaughterhouse! The goddess of death is celebrating tonight! What a fighter!
You made it through the second round as well. Good job.
There's just one last battle waiting for you now. Do you have enough potions and other items to make it through?
We know how to take good care of you. We'll be waiting.
You've come at last to the final round. You're... Go on. I'll see that you have a good burial if you die.
Cause it's slaughterhouse time! We're going to drive the chaos away! The night of light! Lightning! Show us what you're made of! Check it out, fans! Lightning looks death in the eye and stirs it down. She wins the fight! We've got a champion in the making!
I applaud you. Before an adoring audience, if you can face such a stage as that, you might become the savior you were meant to be then.
Do I have to? To save the people of this world, I would give everything I am.
Ah, it brings back so many memories. Your delivery is... You've convinced me. I will entrust you with both the dress and...
The role? You mean the part of savior? It belonged to you.
That it did. That show holds the dreams of this city. A true actress is so perfect, she can only be found within a dream. A play lasts only a night, and yet that one night can live forever in the minds of the people, becoming a thing. Your audience awaits you! Go! Give them a show that they will never forget!
That's a dress that will truly shine on stage. I think you should try it on now. Don't forget, this is all part of your audition. Even if you don't like the style, you should wear it when you meet Sarzak.